this first. Yay, Energy is Life team call, June 19th. And this is going to be freaking awesome because I feel like you can come into this business and see me and you're like, yeah, Jack, you do so well. And I like laugh when I hear that. I'm like, you don't know the behind the scenes struggle. Michelle does. We've talked quite a few times this week. I'm like, I can't even function. But I'm not kidding. You see, and you're like, I can't get that far. And the reality is the stuff that you guys struggle with as new coaches, I either remember it like it was yesterday or I'm going through it. I've just done a lot of personal development to like work myself through it on the back end, if that even makes sense. But I wanted them to share the things that they are doing because I feel like we can all learn from each other. We can all connect. And if you guys aren't friends with each other, I'm going to be that like pushy mom figure and tell you, go friend request each other. We don't only connect online, like a lot of y'all are going to freaking Summit. Then we have October, we have our leader retreat. Like we are actual friends. You cannot escape us, okay? Well, you can try. I've been blocked multiple times. And I'm like, it's okay, I'm still here when you come back. I'm creepy. Tracy, I love your face right now. Okay, so real quick, housekeeping. I want to go over, I know I've been talking about in the new coach thread the units quite a bit, and people are like, yeah, that's really good and well. What is a unit? Because it's pretty brand new, and I've been uploading stuff, and you're like, Jack, I keep getting your notifications. Please stop. And I'm like, no, I'll never stop. I'm addicted to organization. But I know that sometimes you come on as a new coach and you get a little overwhelmed, or there's lots of information, or you just get lost, or you're not even a new coach. You might just have like a crazy month, and you're like, whoa, how do I get started again? What steps do I take? Guys, I want you to know, I'm going to share my screen with y'all. And I'm not from the South. I like to use y'all. So don't judge me. I'm from Boston, but I've been gone so long that I feel like I'm allowed to use y'all. Okay, so if you log on to our team page, right here under units, there's so much good information for you guys. Even the first one says, help, I'm lost on where to start. That's okay. Click on it. It says start here for a reason. It gives you guys, if you're in the new coach thread, you saw this today because I sent the same thing to you guys. It tells you where to start, where to begin. So even if you fall off coaching for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, you come back in, do this all again. I mean, you don't have to do the new coach checklist unless you want a refresher or complete Coach University, but all the stuff is right here for you. Okay, so I know I need to take those steps. Where do I find all this information? It tells you right here. In a unit, in a unit, in a unit, see event section. I know that it's hard to track everything, so I wanted to make this easy for you guys. Where's the new coach checklist? Right here. It says complete me. Coach University. With each one of these, it's a 40-minute Zoom chat, kind of just like this, but it gives you information. It gives you a homework assignment. You can take as long as you want to complete this stuff, but complete it because your questions will be answered. Trust me. And complete it 1 time or 5 times. There's no limit. No one's going to judge you. I watch everything like 4 times because I'll listen to it in the car and not really pay attention. And then I'll listen to it while I'm doing Bible study or something and not really pay attention. Then I'll sit down and I'm like, okay, I need to take notes because I am that type of person. I'm like, I have to stare at it, take notes. And then it sinks in and I'm like, oh, I get it now. But there is a homework assignment on each one of these. I want you guys to do that homework assignment so you're taking action because we can train as much as we want, but unless we're taking action, we're not growing our business. We're not changing lives. And then how to run a challenge group. We get these questions all the time. How do I do it? What do I do it with? You guys can jump in with us and lead the team challenge groups. But if you want to do your own, watch these trainings. And that's pretty simple. So I'm going to stop sharing. Does everybody now understand the units, where to find them, and just like how to use them? Yeah? Okay. Because they are your go-to. And when your coaches sign up, because you all will have tons of coaches in the next few months, you will, send them there. Like say, hey, you're a new coach. Welcome to our tribe. Welcome them. And then literally send them there and say, all the information you need is right there. Start going over the units. You have questions, let me know. I'll add you to the new coach thread and just add them to our new coach thread. It is not rocket science. It just takes sitting down and actually doing it. Okay, next up is Summit, our sneak peek into Summit, which is it running in our Coach Sneak Peek. Everybody that's going to Summit, I created an event in our Coach Sneak Peek. Better be posted daily, okay? Mo, I see you in the corner. just share the
I'm not going.
I thought you were. I stalked you today and you were in the thread. I'm in the thread too and I'm not going.
I'm so sad. But I'm going to Mexico next week and I couldn't do both.
Oh gosh. Okay, Mo, me and you can have FOMO together. I almost
Total FOMO. I'm dying.
For everyone that's not going, I'll be crying until Monday. Not lying. I'm super emotional. So, okay, fine. Not Mo, but everyone else that's going. Just sharing that event. Guys, you should be adding and inviting to that Coach Sneak Peek because the enthusiasm, the excitement, like nothing freaking compares. They just play music all the time and Summit's amazing. So we're having a sneak peek into coaching in our group. It's a sneak peek into Summit, which, I mean, you have to basically be dead to not get excited by other people's excitement because everyone is smiling and laughing and having so much fun. And you're like, okay, by the time you get home, you're so tired because you're like, my cheeks hurt. I've smiled for like 4 days straight and said hello to everybody and I'm overwhelmed, but it's really amazing. Next, our team group's coming up. Obviously, the free group is running this week in our Dream Fairs. If you haven't added and you want to, just add people to it. Like, you don't have to do anything, just add them, invite them. Our Lift 4 paid group, July 9th starts prep week. Again, everyone should know that the program has already launched for pre-sale. And then July 16th, we kick off. So that is, oh, and one final thing, posting about objections, you guys. Poor Trisha has been attacked. I've been attacked. The further we get in our pregnancy, the more people like really, really like to tell us how crappy of parents we are because we're working out during pregnancy and we're going to kill our babies and they're going to fall out. And like, I mean, I asked her today, I was like, are you really getting everything that I'm getting? Because everyone's attacking me, like page, whatever. And she's like, yes, I am getting messages on the reg about how my baby's going to fall out. I was dying because I'm like, yeah, no, me too. And I was feeling really overwhelmed by it. And I forgot that, hey, when we get objections like this, whether it be on our health journey, on Shakeology, on income, whatever it may be, you guys, just share about it. Post about it tactfully. Trisha's little video with her little belly was so cute. And I was like, oh, she reminded me. Post tactfully about it and just share and say, so I did it later this afternoon. It was like, hey, my baby didn't fall out. Like, good news. I did my workout and good news. And everyone's like kind of, it made it lighthearted, but it will shut down the haters. Some of them.
Some off a little bit more when you do it more sarcastically, I found
out. Yeah. and if men say things to you, poor Nancy too. Nancy had like some guy harassing her. I had a guy yesterday too. Honestly, I just delete and block them. Don't feel bad. You don't have to help everyone. When you try to help everyone, you help no one. And I don't know. I don't have a single guy client unless it's a lead from Beachbody. I know some of you do, which is awesome. But I just find like guys just say mean things to me. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not going to work with them. So if people are being nasty to you, delete and block them. And then post about the objections in a tactful way. Give people a sandwich, positive, negative, positive. I like to say we serve sandwiches. We talked about it on the leader call last week. We serve sandwiches all day long. And really, like, don't feel bad about it at all. Because no one should ever control your mindset. No one should ever control how you feel or what you're going through or what you're sharing and shut you down from sharing a struggle because they think one lady told me she posted a meme. It was actually kind of a funny meme, but that I was fishing for compliments as this guy. And I was like, or fishing for attention. And I was like, I don't really need to do that. I could actually boost a post and pay for it. And that I could do that. And that would give me a lot of attention. And I was like, don't even address it. I just did an emoji with the little guy with his little face. Like, I'm confused. So really, take it, run with it. Use it as, as like a driving force to keep going and to help those people. All right, that's my housekeeping. That's about the units. And now I am going to call on our new coaches. Do we have a volunteer? Because we have one, two, Lauren, Nancy, Kelly's here too. I don't know, Lori. I'm like trying to make sure who's ever here. Okay. Who wants to go first?
I can go.
Yay, Nancy. Okay. Nancy, introduce yourself, share a little bit about your story, and then share your tips.
Okay. My name's Nancy. I've been a coach since March, so not very long. So I started Beachbody On Demand back in November, and I did the 80-day obsession challenge group. And by being in that challenge group, it totally made me want to coach because I wanted to tell everybody about it, how great it was. So the tips that I have 2 tips, or I guess 2 things that have been working for me a lot lately. And my first tip is focusing on my journey and committing to my journey. And I know that sounds really simple, but the number one reason why I started this whole thing is because I wanted to get fit. And I was probably about 6 months postpartum when I started my fitness journey. And then in March, when I started, it was a good month for me. I was signing up people. April was awesome. We were done 80-day obsessions so I could post my results. And then after April, I would say May, I didn't have a very good month. I was kind of lingering. I didn't really have a program that I was sticking to. And I really noticed that it was affecting my posts. And I remember I remember on a Wednesday not knowing what to post. So I posted something like, I don't know, it was just like happy hump day. That was it. I had nothing. My posts before that were so awesome, but I felt like I was losing it. So May wasn't good for me. And then I took a vacation, and right before that vacation, I kind of didn't do any fitness stuff. I wasn't doing any nutrition because I was going on this vacation and actually started feeling like a bit of a job being a coach. And I didn't like that feeling. So I took a week off. And when I came back, I was completely rejuvenated, and I made my number one priority now to be my workouts. So I have a list of things that I do every day for coaching, and number one for me is going to be my workouts, for sure. And now I notice that because I'm sticking with a program, I'm doing the Lift 4, my posts are becoming way more organic, and it's actually become fun again. So that's my number one tip. My second tip is the deals. And I kind of want a bit of an input from the leads on here as well when I'm talking about this, because so I have some customers and clients that are signed up, and they signed up for Beachbody On Demand, and then they have the Shakeology auto ship. And so when I signed them up, say in March and April, they're still doing the auto ship of Shakeology. And then when 2B Mindset came out, a lot of people were very interested into the 2B Mindset. And 2B Mindset was $121 Canadian. So what I said to them was, because you're on auto shipment of Shakeology, you can cancel your Shakeology for that month, and we can get you a challenge pack for 2B Mindset and Shakeology. You actually end up saving, so in Canadian dollars, it's $186 for that challenge pack. You end up getting 2B Mindset for only $30. And just from canceling your Shakeology for that month and then re-signing up. So in my opinion, I feel like, yeah, you are losing that commission for that month, but you totally just built this trust with this customer and client. And those are kind of the benefits that, the benefits of having a coach, because someone that just wanted to be mindset and didn't even talk to their coach would never know that. And I just feel like giving them that added value really puts a lot more trust in you. So yeah, those are my 2 tips.
Yes, I love that. And that's so key. I mean, we all say being a product of the product, and we, a ton of us committed to 80-day obsession. A lot of people finished it. I quit halfway through because I couldn't do the moves in my growing stomach. But it's the whole key. Even if you have to stop a program when you finish a program, the key is to get into another program and commit to it publicly, and then invite people to join you. Because I know for me, I would not have made it. I think I made it through 46 days of 80-day obsession. I would not have made it even that far if I hadn't been doing it with all of you guys. I would have quit. And so constantly being a product of the product is one of the simplest but key tips that you could have as a coach when you start to fall off, when you don't know what to share. Even if you can't work out, sharing your Shakeology, sharing the nutrition part, sharing your water intake, those things are really, really helpful. And then building trust with clients, you can't beat that. You literally can't. Reaching out to your client and say, how are you doing? And you don't need to be that person that reaches out every single day. I feel forward with that. But reaching out and saying, hey, like, just save yourself money this way. I know I am like, I always refer back to my Portuguese grandma, but like, that's how we were raised. They have plenty of money. They would never buy anything full price. So for me, I want the discount, and I want my clients to know that as well. So the fact that you reached out to them and said, hey, no, do it this way. Like, it's going to save you money, builds trust with your clients, and therefore you've set them up for success, and knowing that they're going to drink Shakeology another month too, and they're going to feel better because it's long-term is awesome. So Nancy, thank you so much. I love your tips, and I'm so happy that I totally forced you into leading today.
No problem.
You're going to be on the call? Great. I need you to lead. Like, because I'm so excited. I had a few people I did that to, and I really appreciate you. And if your coach reached out to you, I might have peer pressured your coach into reaching out to you. And your coach was like, yes, I love them. They'd be great at it. So thank you so much, Nancy. I'm going to go, let's see, with Lauren. I'm going to unmute you. Are you ready to roll?
I am actually, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Perfect. Go for it.
Okay, cool. That's actually good timing because I was going to kind of piggyback off of what Nancy said about, struggling to figure out what to post and if you feel like you fell off. I think it's also important to share that with people because that's relatable. And, how many times have we, tried to do a program? Like, at least for me personally, I was struggling in the beginning because I didn't do 80-day obsession. I kind of joined a little bit later on. So I share that with people saying like, oh, I'm trying this program. But the great thing about Beachbody On Demand is that, there's a ton of different ones that you could try. So I think just being relatable for sure and not posting all of your successes, but also sharing your struggles because that makes you, build trust as well with people. And then also, I guess just figuring out what to post, like as far as, there's Facebook, there's Instagram. I don't know what else people use, maybe Twitter. And there's also the stories component. So I feel like it could get a little bit confusing, like, oh, what do I share in a story compared to what do I put on my feed or my Facebook wall? And I think what's worked for me is for the story aspect, just kind of doing almost like a sneak peek of my day. So like I'll use my dog as an example. So if I go take my dog for a walk, kind of sharing that part. So sharing not just Beachbody, but, other parts of my life. And then with the feed aspect, those are the posts that I want people to remember since they always stay there. They don't just disappear. So I think it's important to just be a little bit more conscious of what you share on your page, if that makes sense. And I'll try to wrap it up quickly with one more, just being comfortable with being uncomfortable. I hope I said that right. So I recently reached out to someone who I thought would be great at coaching. She was probably one of maybe the fifth person I've talked about coaching, and I didn't really think that she'd be into it, but she actually was super excited to sign up, and she signed up in like a day, and I wasn't expecting it, but I was, I just wanted to share that with people. So you never know who's watching you. You never know who's actually interested. And she was actually just waiting. She's like, oh, I'm so glad that you thought of me. I'm honored. Like, I'd love to join you. And I think it's amazing. So people are always watching. Don't forget.
That is so cool. And I love that because I've had people that I've been like really hesitant to reach out to. And they're like, oh, I've been stalking you. Thank God you reached out. And I'm like, seriously? Like,
right, I know.
Out. I love that. Those were awesome tips. So definitely sharing your struggles is key, you guys. Don't just like share only your struggles. Obviously, like Lauren said, share a balance, share your life. People don't just want to see all of a sudden you become a Beachbody coach and all you do is work out and eat healthy. It's like, let's just be real and share all of it. Let's just share moments with our kids or our dogs or at work or whatever it may be. And guys, it's really hard when you have a bad day not to just post like negatively that this person attacked me or this person, but like, let's be real. Nobody wants to hear that someone cut you off in traffic and now you're going to go chase them down. It's like, whoa, crazy. That's good for you, but I don't want to work with you. Like, think of your Facebook, and I'm serious, guys. I see this stuff all the time and I'm like, oh God, please. And the way I look at it is think of your Facebook page, your Facebook newsfeed, your stories, like Lauren said, think of it as your storefront. And that if you're being crazy, if you owned a candy store, I don't know why candy store, but still, if you owned a store or restaurant, if someone came in and you were bashing other people or you were speaking negatively or you had a scowl on your face, would those people really want to buy from you or come to your restaurant again? And it's like, yeah, Tracy, no one likes the road rage post. And I'm serious. Like, so I always think like, oh, there are lots of things I want to say, but I don't. I'll go talk to my husband about it. Or I'll go to you guys, our new coach thread kicks butt. Like we all just like, I'm struggling, but okay, we're all in the struggle bus together. Let's move forward. Good. Now let's change our mindset. Or leader thread, like different things like that. But we have to lean into talking to each other, getting our feelings out to each other. That is okay because we're all doing this together. But the whole crazy negativity doesn't work. So sharing your story, sharing the walks with your dog, all that stuff is so key. And creating that balance on your page is awesome. Getting uncomfortable, those uncomfortable posts are going to speak to people. Those posts that you're like, I'm going to vomit, I'm going to just post it, or you know what, I'm not going to post it. I know that Mo, Trisha, Tracy, Susan, we've all been in this for a little bit now, and it's like, the more you do them, the easier they get to just post, to click that post button, but it still doesn't feel good. You literally run away. You're like, I'm dripping sweat. I'm going to go to bed. I can't go to bed. Did anybody like it? I mean, still, I have those moments. And I 4 years into this business, still have stories to share, still have things. Yes, Mo, post and run. So you should be doing that at least once a week. I try to post and run like 3 times a week. I'm still posting and running 4 years into this business. There's something that always triggers something. Today, my post I totally stole from Crystal about vacationing with my kids and stuff like that. I felt really awkward and uncomfortable because I had to say we didn't have money growing up. I hate sharing that. I hate people knowing that we were poor growing up. I hate sharing that we were poor in our marriage. I don't like people knowing that stuff. It wasn't even, I just recreated a post from Crystal. I still didn't like it. And I was like, ugh. And I was like, I changed the picture 3 times. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I X'd the picture out, kept the post. X'd the picture out, kept the post. This one's going to get more traction. Finally, I put it down and I showered and then I hopped on here. I'm like, whatever. Post and run away. So yes, Lauren, thank you so, so much. Those are amazing tips. And that's really, as a new coach, as a seasoned coach, I don't want to say old coach because I'm a spring chicken over here. So I tell my husband. But really, like, those are awesome, awesome tips. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's see. I see, who am I looking for? Kelly. Kelly, are you ready to share?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, I've unmuted you. Introduce yourself and then share your tips.
So I'm Kelly. I haven't been a coach very long, but I'm a mom to 3 kids, 4, 2, and 9 months. Tips-wise, I don't know. I'm still learning, so I don't know how much tips I actually have. But I guess I could share a bit of my story. My 9-month-old actually spent 9 weeks in the hospital shortly after being born, and she got sick with bacterial meningitis. She came very close to death. She needed brain surgery and everything, and I let the stress, like, it was a stressful time. And I basically lived in the hospital with her for 9 months, so I was eating hospital food every day. I was, just not at a very healthy point in my life. And when we had gotten back home, I had gone to see the doctor, and I weighed myself, and when the doctor weighed me, I got really worried, and I thought, like, I got to change this, I got to fix this. And I thought, I'm a mom of 3. It's going to be hard, but I knew that I needed to make the change. And so I just started this small stuff, just looking on Pinterest for workout ideas, buying weights, buying just any kind of stuff to help motivate me to work on my fitness. And I started making lots of smoothies. I started making lots of wraps, and Louise actually noticed them, and she always told me how awesome she thought they were and how awesome they looked. So she asked me if I was interested in becoming a coach because I was already, posting posting my wraps, and I love trying new things. I will throw anything new into my smoothies, into my wraps, just to see how they taste. And if I love them, I share them. Oh my gosh, I share them, and I'm like, you gotta try this. You gotta try this. And then if I don't, I'm just like, okay, that one wasn't too good. So Louise asked me if I wanted to try out being a coach, and I did. And I actually had lots of people messaging me, like, you know, saying like, oh, I want to try that wrap. It looks so good. I want to try that shake. Like you made it look so good. And people are telling me that they really liked it.
Mommy,
So,
do you want a wrap?
So yeah, so I guess that was kind of my strong point. I've had a bit of a bad week this week because I've been feeling pretty sick. So I've been laying low a bit. But you know, that's kind of like, I guess that's my tip, is just trying something new and sharing it, because other people might just love it too, and like other people might be too scared to try something new. So if they hear you trying something new and like you're saying how awesome it is, maybe they'll try it too and love it just as much as I did.
I love that. And Kelly, thank you for sharing your story with us. I didn't know your backstory. I asked Louise, I was like, Kelly's so positive. I was like, I feel like I was for her to share. I feel like there's more. I had no idea about your story. And so thank you for opening up to us. I know that can't be easy, but I really do appreciate it. And that is a really good tip for just doing it on the fly, is sharing what's working for you and just opening up and paying it forward. And you're adding value every day, or not every day, but I mean, you're just adding value to something that's so huge in this business. So thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing. I love it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I honestly can't, we've never done this before, and it was such a dumb moment today, and I was like, thinking about the team call and topics, and I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to Summit. There's really nothing else to share. Of course, I have tips and tricks and all this stuff. Child behind me. No. Okay, good. Just making sure. But I was like, seriously, I can share all day long, but at the end of the day, I want to hear from you guys. Like, I want to hear what's working for you. I want us to be able to learn from each other. Y'all can just stalk my social media or what I'm doing on the team page. I really would love, like, every third Tuesday of the month or whatever it is, this team call, to really be focused on new coaches that want to share, if you want to share, or we're going to stalk you guys and just ask you to share what's working and to how we're going to move forward. And Trisha, what are you laughing at? I can't take you seriously. I'm unmuting you. What are you laughing at? Oh, nope. Unmute yourself.
Just have the giggles. No, I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing at Susan. I was like, are we in the closet? Where are we? And then now we're like in the fireplace. I don't know what's going on. Susan, where are you?
Oh, Susan, hold on. You're muted. You're now unmuted, but I can't hear you. Susan, are you okay? Should we set that?
There's no reception in the closet.
I can't hear you. Now I'm getting like the church giggles where I
tease her all the time that anytime she's on any call, there's always a blank wall in the back. I'm like, where are you? Or she's like this. Hi, guys. What's that, Susan?
Oh, God. I'm sweating.
I'm sweating really bad, and I'm wearing weights. Susan,
Come on, girl. What's going on over there?
oh, my phone won't work. Okay, hop on and off and tell us like your situation.
Glad you're
Oh
alive.
my God.
All right, carry on.
we harassed her, now she's off.
She's like, screw these people. They're harassing me.
This is just life with us. So
Oh, God.
inappropriate laughter sometimes just happens. It's like a hazard of the job.
I have to say one thing, guys. for all you guys, all you new coaches, anyone who's maybe not a new coach but hasn't had the opportunity to go to Summit, you have to be there next year.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been once, so this is making it sound like I've been like multiple times. And the one time is all it took.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Oh.
And I know Mo, Jack, Trisha, like all you guys that have been know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I don't mean to rub it in, but no.
I've never not gone. The only reason I'm not going, literally the only reason I'm not going, is because I'm not allowed to get on an airplane because I'm too far along in my pregnancy. And I tried negotiating. I was going to drive. It's a 9-hour drive. She's like, no. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with you. She's like, what are you going to do if you go into labor? I was like, how would I go into labor? I was like, so needless to say, I lost that battle. Okay? So I won't be there, but that's the only reason not. Susan, you're back.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect. I am running around because I'm packing for Summit tomorrow. So you're going in every other room with me. I'm trying to get Nicholas out of the bath. I had to go downstairs and get his food, come back upstairs, pack. So like you're all over my house and I apologize. I know it's distracting to see someone moving everywhere, but it was either that or not hop on the call.
I know, you said you weren't coming. So I was like,
well, you know why? Because I was supposed to pick up Lincoln at the airport and Dawn so kindly drove up there to get her. So I was so happy and they haven't come home yet. So I didn't think you were going to go, so I'm very grateful. So I'm just waiting for her to come home. So I just wanted to hop on and support everybody, but I'm sorry you got to walk all around my house with me.
It was good. It was like MTV Cribs.
She has a freaking amazing house. And I
like, is this a closet? Holy shit. Look at all these shoes.
She's a fireplace in her closet.
Yes.
That's my bedroom. Snuggle up by the fire when I'm getting dressed in the morning.
Oh my God, I'm losing it. Okay, let's see. Does anybody else have any final tips? Anything they want to say about Summit? Any of the leaders want to chime in? Any of the new coaches want to chime in? Give us your thoughts. We have 6 minutes and 40
I will tell you what's working for me right now.
Yes.
One, reaching out to 3 to 5 people every day and not talking anything about inviting them or working out, just checking in with them, like saying, hey, oh my gosh, it's summer. Do you guys have any plans? Or I noticed, your grandpa just had surgery. How's he doing? So just making conversations with people. And usually anywhere from about 40% of people will come back eventually and ask me about what I'm doing. So I'm doing 3 to 5 people. That's what I can do. I don't have time to be reading or the mindset. So I am doing National Wake Up Call. I posted that. I always feel better. There's always something good and you can listen to it anywhere. And you can skip through the beginning part, which I hate when they do all the announcements of the people. So I listen to the podcast after they've been recorded. Mm-hmm. And the last thing I'm doing is focusing on my free groups. I have a couple going right now. I'm checking back with people that have been in there for a while that I haven't seen things with. So those 3 things are easy to do. And pre-posting before Summit, so I don't have to focus. I can then infiltrate all my stuff that I'm doing at Summit, but getting that out of the way. Mm-hmm. So pre-post things like quotes or recipes, that's okay. You don't have to feel from the heart to post a recipe, so you can just post those later on. Yeah. If you don't know how to pre-post, learn how to do it because it definitely sets your brain free to do other things.
I just shared that in one of the units today on how to pre-post.
Doing your units, I'm like, notification. Jack's created a unit. Jack created a unit.
I love organization and I'm nesting, so everything is getting organized or donated.
Come to my house, please.
Legit, everything must go. If I accidentally delete you as a friend, it's because I'm organizing. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going through my friends list, but I am going through the units. So, Susan, those are great tips. I love that. Building relationships is so key in this business, and people are like, well, it's time consuming. Yeah, well, the time's going to pass anyways. What are you going to do?
Well, you don't need to feel icky. If you're just getting a lot of no's and you want to have boost your confidence, just start a conversation so you can kind of feel a little bit better and at ease, and not always focusing on the sell. Yeah. Don't even have the outcome be that you want to sell anything. Just check in with the people.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me actually. So Elena is brand new. She's not coaching, but she's been on a couple calls this week. So she's coaching. She's learning. Elena is a friend that I met through PwC. She reached out to me. She's like, well, this is weird. I always thought about coaching in the back of my mind, but someone else asked me to coach on their team, but I thought if I would coach, I'd be on your team. I was like, well then, you have to join on my team then, because trust me, you don't want to join on the wrong team or the wrong tribe because you'll just regret it. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, and we're good friends. We did our Bible study retreat last year together. And I was like, literally just got to know her. Yes, I was a coach when I met Elena, but I had no intention of even, like, I always wanted her to coach with me because she's so freaking funny. Like, she's so down to earth. She just cracks me up. But I never even invited her because, honestly, I was like, she's not interested. This was one of those situations, where's Lauren, that I probably should have invited her. And I
would have said no then.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't know. I was like, people will come. When they're ready, they will literally come. And then if they're not ready, it's okay. So just your job is to be someone's friend. It's not that hard. And then invite them or don't invite them if you don't feel comfortable. If you're like, I just want to be friends and Beachbody can be on the back burner, that's okay. That's okay. That happens. And then those people will be like, you didn't invite me, so I'm going to invite myself. And it's like, hey, yes, finally. I've been waiting for you. It's literally, I've been waiting for you. And so that stuff will happen. But Susan's right. It's a confidence booster, relationship builder. And then you can just be like, oh, I'm not getting told no. I just want to hang out. I just want to be your friend. I just want to see how your grandpa's doing. Like, for real. Like, not with some schemy, I want to sell you a face wash in the back of my brain that gives you a chemical burn. Tracy, don't look at me like that, Tracy. Sorry, no, I'm going to go off on a tangent.
Okay, I won't even go there.
Look how bad my eyes look.
I had my whole entire pharmacy like looking shit up for you yesterday. They're like, what could this be? What could this be?
So I couldn't go live yesterday. I couldn't do selfies. My eyes, I look like Quasimodo. I sent it to our leader thread. I don't know what I did if I just used the wrong, my eyes are sensitive, I'm pregnancy sensitive, and I can't blame it on one thing in particular because I don't know what it was. I'm not kidding, you guys. I woke up, my eyes looked like I had been punched. I was like, what happened? It was so freaking horrible. So I don't know what it was. I'm not going to bash a specific thing because literally don't know what it was. I started using like 100 things at once for my melasma stash and it's not going well. But poor Tracy was freaking out. She thought I was dying. I was like, can you just ask your friends? What do I have to do? No, it wasn't Sarah. I started using Roden and Fields, like the intense thing that they're like, don't use if you have sensitive skin, and I have very sensitive skin. And they said avoid your eyes, and I didn't. It's user error, like reverse or something. It's my own fault. It's literally like don't snort Energize, and someone snorts it. It's like user error. So I can't say anything bad about it. Like same thing.
Somebody snorting Energize?
Well, no, but people like no, God no. No, but I'm saying when user error, when someone's like,
okay. I thought this was the thing, like the Tide Pods the kids were doing, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, well, why would you do that? Yeah, I literally don't follow directions, so it's my own problem. But on that note, we have less than a minute left, so everybody do a cheese. Big cheese, smiles. If you have kids, you can have them cheese. I don't know why I look like that. Let me do It's so outrageous. I can't handle it. I'm so excited to chat with you guys. I love you guys. I will post this recording. So if you have coaches that didn't watch it, thank you to our rockstar coaches, to Lauren, to Kelly, to Nancy who shared. Thank you to Susan for hopping in and sharing. Thank you, Trisha, for the good laugh. And I can't wait to